moment, please.
And this storm is far from being over.
The storms may have passed, but the damage remains.
Let me tell you, man, the aftermath is still here.
From Florida to Texas.
It's a different place. The soul has been taken out of the Gulf Coast.
Communities have been destroyed.
There's families who have nothing. Life as they know it stopped.
And lives shattered.
Without somebody to help them, there's no way we're gonna make it.
The Extreme Makeover design team can't fix it all.
Where do you go from here? How do you fix this?
But we can make a start.
Usually what we do is help out one family and build a house in 7 days. But with this, it just felt like that wasn't gonna cut it. We had to do more.
Tonight, let's do it! The rebuilding begins in Texas.
This little town faced Rita head on, and Rita won.
An entire town wiped out.
Literally every house in Sabine Pass was destroyed.
What kept them safe? Ruined.
I don't think it really hits you how much that firehouse over there means to you until you figure out it's gone.
What kept them together? Devastated.
We were so proud to have that theater, and to see that it's just all in a ruin right now, it's very heartbreaking.
Help and hope is on the way.
Just a chance that maybe we'll find better days. So take these words.
This is Extreme Makeover Home Edition. After the storm.
'Cause tonight's the night the world begins again.
You wouldn't be human if you didn't feel like somehow you wanted to help in some way, to do something.
We have no food, we have no water. We don't have nothing.
And we seem like to be forgot about out here.
It's flooded, it's about 6 feet. My house is underwater. I have a 3-year-old and a newborn. So we're thousands of people, and they have people who need to get out.
Hot, aggravated. Just wanted to come out and see about getting us out of here.
We are in a disaster.
We'll make it through.
So guys, Paul, Michael, Preston, Tanya, and Daniel, we're driving through Texas to a little town that got hit really, really hard by Hurricane Rita. The town's called Sabine Pass. It's a very small town, but before the storm, it had actually around 600 residents. Thing is, there's not one person in this town that wasn't affected by the hurricanes. I mean, houses were ripped away. What's left is shattered and broken. Businesses are completely gone, but there's a spirit here that just won't quit. Sabine Pass wants to remain on the map, and I think we can help them do just that. Here's the deal. For the first time ever, we're gonna try and help out an entire town.
Wow. Whoa.
These families are living in trailers and damaged homes. The one thing they need is hope. So we're gonna give them just what they need, which is a starting point where they can start rebuilding and moving forward. Now take a look at this tape and you're gonna see some of the people we're gonna try and get to this week.
Hi, ABC. We're the men of Firehouse number 4.
Sabine Pass has one firehouse. It's Firehouse number 4.
We were the last ones out of the city, and we were the first ones back in.
That night of Hurricane Rita was a pretty horrific night.
The hurricane came, and for us it was a new experience. We've dealt with evacuations, we've dealt with hurricanes, but we've never dealt with a direct hit, and we've never dealt with having to leave the city.
The roads were gridlocked, nobody could get out of town. So the firemen ended up participating in what is now known as America's largest airlift rescue in history.
We had been preparing to work with the evacuation of the county. The state was dealing with having to evacuate the Houston area and the Galveston area. So we were left with really no other choice but to try to fly people out of here.
I wasn't ready for what we seen when we pulled up. Of course, they had to clear out all the hospitals, all the old folks' homes. There were so many people in wheelchairs, stretchers, so they were depending on us to save their life. The storm was bearing down on us. We didn't get those people out of there. There was going to be some big trouble.
These guys worked over 30 hours straight. They ended up rescuing over 8,800 people.
1,500 of those 8,800 we moved were on stretchers. It was just a manpower intensive thing.
They didn't quit until every single person was rescued and finally found safety.
That tends to be how this fire department treats everything, you know. When When there's work to be done, we're going to work until it's finished.
Then exhausted after hours and hours of work, they finally come back to their firehouse and find it completely destroyed by the storm.
We'd gotten word that everything down here was underwater. I don't think it really hits you how much that firehouse over there means to you until you figure out it's gone.
But we could not have service out here. We could not have some place for the people to go.
These brave firemen are now working out of a converted old Coast Guard trailer.
As you can see, it's not much to it. This is the firefighter's room. Sorry about the way everything looks, but there's really not a lot we can do about it.
Here's the sad thing. The nearest hospital is 20 miles away.
Our response times are longer from out here to get to people's houses.
We're another 5 minutes further away from Sabine Pass. So when you're having a heart attack or your little boy hurt himself, that's an eternity.
And they're the people that this town relies on when there's an emergency, whether it's a heart attack or a hurricane. It's the guys at Firehouse 4 that this whole town depends on.
We care about our community. We care about the people in it. We just want to do a good job. It's tough being in this situation we're in because it's really starting to wear on us a little bit.
That's where we come in. Let's get in there and rebuild this firehouse. After what this town has gone through, I think they could really use a little peace of mind, a little safety and security, and I think rebuilding the firehouse could really help with that. There's another way we can help this week, and that's at the Sabine Pass School.
Hi, ABC, we're the Sabine Pass School Theater Department.
The most famous thing about this school is its award-winning theater department. And these guys, man, they go to state championships almost every year. And they also usually win top honors.
The theater is heartbreaking to look at now because we were so proud to have that theater. And there's so much history in that theater. And to see that it's just all in a ruin right now, it's very heartbreaking to see all those memories lost.
The roof leaks now, it's got a mold problem, and there's a lot of water damage.
There was water all over the stage. The seating was messed up, so it was it was really hard.
Basically everything inside completely ruined. The thing is, this town was devastated, and so they had to spend so much money just fixing up the town. There wasn't really a lot left over to fix up the theater.
We would pull together to help anybody that's in trouble here, but it's hard to ask these folks to pull together when they're in such bad shape themselves.
What's kind of sad is this is the one place where the community kind of comes together, and they can't even use it right now because it's been so badly damaged by the storm.
It's been a part of the community, our family. I can tell you, like, almost everyone in my entire family has been in theater, and I just want to be a part of it too.
And it's something that everybody gets into and everybody's family's always done.
So this town could really use some help bringing this theater back to the condition it was before the storms. And who knows, with some new improvements, this town could have a brand new theater, and it'll be a central place where people can gather, come together as a community, and really start to rebuild.
I want the kids to have some success to take out of this year. I want them to come out of this year knowing that there was something that they actually got to do. I want them to have something that they can look back at and see as a positive success, because they don't have a whole lot of that.
So what do you guys think? Can we help out this town?
Oh yeah, man, we have to.
We've never tried to take on a whole town before, but I think there are ways that we can help these guys kind of restart and start to rebuild, because they've got the spirit. Now they just need a little encouragement. Put your hands in here, people. Let's do this. Can we make it happen?
Absolutely.
Make it happen. Well, then let's do it! So here's the thing, man. We've never really tried to help out an entire town before, ever.
Sabine Pass was right smack in the middle of the path of Hurricane Rita, and Hurricane Rita came through and just was devastating. Literally every house in Sabine Pass was destroyed.
This is a whole town that was almost wiped off the map. A lot of people don't even realize that this town was hit. They've heard about Biloxi, they've heard about New Orleans, but no one's heard about Sabine Pass. So we wanted to kick this thing off right. I wanted them to know that we cared about them, that we're going to tell their story and let them know what they've been through. And what better way to let them know we're there than a concert? I know you guys could use a little uplifting right now, so I made a couple